Alright guys, it's hero time? I'm not really sure how to how to announce this one, but this is the My Hero Ultra Rumble game that is now a free-to-play PvP gacha kind of game. I just wanted to make a quick video on this to see just what you should really know about the game. Because there's a lot to take in. It's a gacha game, it throws a billion different currencies at your face. And that's not an understatement. It literally throws like 3 different currencies at your face. 3 or 4, actually. But let's try to keep it simple as entirely possible. So, once, just from the get-go, this is a 3-player PvP team-based game, specifically. You have unranked mode, you have ranked, of course, and you can actually do CPU battles. You do gain a very tiny amount of experience for all things, as far as like your player level, your season pass level, and your guild level, as I'm going to call it right now before we get into it. You can also go through the tutorial, and you can do training mode, of course. So those are all things you can do. One simple thing to keep in mind is you don't have access to all these characters. As you can see, they all have locks on all of them. There's a couple that you have access to right off the bat. You have Midoriya, of course. You have Ochaka. Let's see here. Is that about it? No, you got Mount Lady, oddly enough. And Cementos, Shigaraki, and Dabi are the only ones that you can play for free, specifically. Now, if you actually go look at the top, on the tabs, right below the license tab, there's a little tiny like Deku mask thing that says 1 out of 3 right there. It's because I've already used up 2 out of the 3, but there is the possible to rent the said characters. Now it's only for literally 1 match when you rent a character, so be very careful of which units you decide to do that with. You can unlock these characters through gameplay and through season pass, etc, etc. Like Kendo right here, I could unlock if I so choose. I only have 1 ticket, I'm not going to, but I could unlock her. I can unlock Denki. Let's see here, who else can I unlock here? I think that's pretty much it. Oh no, we can unlock Ida as well. But that's it. So you can only unlock 3 characters right now with the ticket that you have. And the reason you can unlock these 3 is because the rest of them either you get from the season pass or the pro license pass, or you get it through just normal gameplay. So if we go over to the license shop right here and you go head up at special, you'll see that you actually unlock Bakugo and Todoroki, Asui, Compress, Toga, and then all the way at the end is All Might. So this takes a really long time to get through, and I do mean a lot. As you can see, I only have 11,000 experience, but I've played like 5 or 6 matches. It's a very, very slow experience gain. Like, it'll take you probably the entirety of the 100 days total that you have to do this to actually get to the top, unless you buy it. If you so wish, you can buy experience. Buying experience, however, does cost real-world money, of course. And if you chose to buy all of it, it would cost you 45,000. I'm not really sure what they are, shards or crystals. If you hop over to the shop area and click on Premium, you can go over to Hero. That's what they're called, Hero Crystals. And right above my head, you can see 44,000 costs $75 USD. So just using your basic math right there, it would cost you $75 to get through the season pass in total. My suggestion is play as much as you can and want. Once you hit the last little bit of the season, sure, go ahead and buy your way up all the way to the top just to make sure you get All Might, because I have a feeling as soon as the season pass is over, you won't be able to get All Might after this season. I'm not really sure how they're going to go about that if you don't get characters right away. There's a lot of main characters in the season pass. Now, as you can see here, Ibarra is right here and is not in the season pass. That is because she's actually in the gacha shop, which is called a roll. You can do 1 roll, you can do 10 rolls, but you can only get her and then Red Riot and Momo straight up from here. Now, you either can, if you're lucky, roll one of them, or you can exchange them for points. Now, as you can see, I have 60 points total. That's because I've done 6 multi rolls. So, you see how it says 10 times roll? I call that a multi. That's what I'm calling it, a multi. So you get 10 points for every multi roll you could do, or you get 1 point for every roll you do. It's going to cost a lot. I don't even have enough to do a multi-roll right now, so I'm not going to. But I'm just going to be doing multi-rolls to get a higher rate. I assume they have higher rates. The drop rates are pretty low. If you look at it right here, you can see Momo, Ibarra, and Red Riot right there. They're at a literally less than a percentage chance to get them dropped. Out of the 6 times I've done a multi, I have only gotten 2 stars. I have only gotten... Actually, no, that's not true. I actually did get one of the costumes that were a 3-star, but that was it. The rest were all 2 stars and 1 stars, and it was just very low chances in general. Now, I don't know if it'll be possible for you to buy these characters after they cycle out of the shop, because eventually the shop is going to cycle out, and you won't be able to buy them. It's 12... Yeah, there's 12 days for this, so you have less than 2 weeks right now to roll for those characters, potentially. It doesn't sound like a terrible pity system. At 60 points... 60 points is 12k rolls. So if we actually do a little bit of math here... let me see here. Let me... Let me move this out of the way real fast here. So... Let's do a little bit of basic math. So, if it costs 12,000 hero crystals to do a multi, and you need to get 200. Let's just say you go through all of those rolls and you don't get any. So 12. So that means you would need to go through what? It would cost 10. I would have to do it 20 times. I would have to do 20 rolls. Yeah, because I've already done 6. I'm already at 100. Almost, yeah. Okay, so... So, you need 200 points. You need 200 points for one character. You need 200 points for one character. I've done 6 multis, and I'm almost halfway at the 100 mark. So... so that's 12. So just to hit the one character, that would mean you would need to times that by 20. Because you need to do 20 rolls. So that'd be 240,000 crystals. Now, how much is that going to cost us to actually get to actually buy that? Oh lordy. Oh lordy. That's a lot. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. And if you don't get any of the characters at all, you'd have to times that by 3. You'd have to times that by 3. Wow. So it would cost 720,000 freaking crystals to get through that. 720,000. That's quite a bit. Now, let's see here. Let's divide that. Let's do some more math here. Let's divide that by the 61,000 right there. So you would need to buy the $99 pack 12 times to get all the characters. Wow. So so that means that, yeah, 12 times 100. I mean, that's $1,200 just to get those 3 characters guaranteed. Guaranteed. So that's a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie. That's definitely not money I have or anyone should have. The pity system is rough. I will say that the pity system is rough, but at least it's there. All of the rolls I have done, that's all just from playing or what they've given us for logging into the game. I would have to say, based on how the game has gone on, Red Riot or Yeah, Red Riot or Ibarra would be the best choice. Ibarra is a very good unit to actually try and go for because she has really good poking and damage. And she's actually classified as a healer. I don't know about Momo, but it's really early into the game's lifespan. So anyways, that was just all for the characters. So there's a whole bunch of other things to the game. You have your own personal banner that you can make and customize. You do have to unlock parts of it, of course. You have special effects for your banner. The banner doesn't mean anything. I mean, the banner's just your banner. It's just, you know, whatever you want to do with it. You can customize each character. Each character does get, like, special costumes and so forth. Let's just go look at Toga, because everyone wants to look at Toga. She gets a whole bunch of different costumes. They're all obviously basic color changes. These special fiery ones right here, they are 3 stars. They guaranteed have to be 3 stars to actually pull anything. I think you can unlock a couple things. Yeah. So if you actually have, if it has a lock on the outfit itself, you can buy it with actual gold currency, which is just normal in-game. But as you can see, that's literally only one item in the entirety of her costume shop. Everyone gets different kinds of emotes and so forth. And then, of course, you have emblems with the said character that you've done things with. So there is all of that for character customization. There is quite a bit, I will say. There is a lot of character customization for some characters. And then you have Momo here that has, like, literally no outfits. It's just her normal ones, and they're just basic recolors. The emotes seem nice. I will also say that about the gacha system. It will give you emotes and colors and swaps for characters you do not have. So there is that to keep in mind. These little gallery token things right here, they are virtually useless. You can go ahead and waste your gold on them. I wouldn't suggest it as of right now. You can grab these banners if you really want to. Once again, it's a lot of gold to just kind of throw at something if you really want it. It doesn't give you anything. It's just for your banner. It's just for visual purposes. Now, Hero Souls. Hero Souls are what you get for getting dupes in the gacha system. And as you can see here, there are tickets you can purchase in here. Tickets. These tickets will allow you to buy the characters. As you can see, I have 25 already from getting dupes. Now, if I get a 75 more, I could get a character token that I could purchase. So I could get another token to actually grab another character. But they are limited to the 100 and 200 cost. And then they go up to a normal one where you can just buy the rest, and it's 300. Now, the only crappy thing about this Hero Soul thing is like, you can't just buy the Hero Souls. You can't just buy these tickets. It's not something you can just do. They want you to use gacha rolls and go through it. They want you to waste loads of money on the roll system to try and get these characters. So, that's pretty rough, I will say that. It is a team battle game. It's a 3-player fighting game. You do have missions that you go through every single day. You have your dailies, you have your weeklies, you have seasonals. But as you can see, all of the seasonal, that's all just art gallery stuff. You go through the weekly stuff. Most of this is art gallery stuff here on the side here. There's a couple gacha tickets in here and some premium points for your guild. But otherwise, I mean, there's not much to fight for. I mean, most people are going to want to fight for costumes. They're going to want to fight for characters. But I'm not seeing anything in here that I'm going to want to fight for. Like, there's a whole bunch of these, like, emblems for, once again, just for showing off purposes. They do have mission events to get these another different currency for the special seasonal stuff. There's a whole bunch of, once again, a whole bunch of different currencies in this game. Like, here's the event tab. We're on a mission event where you can get these different recolors for these 2 characters. They have special items you can get in the shop also. You can get, like, the toga disguise suit, a disguise hoodie, and long coat. You can go over to the event shop here where you can see what you can grab, but you have to get enough of the points, so you have to do all the missions to get these. At least these would be worth the grind a little bit, I suppose. Then you can, of course, get the in-game currency. Now, how much of this you can get, I honestly don't know. I've only done a little bit, and it ends in 2.5 weeks, so it's a very short-lived kind of event. So I would probably focus on doing the event stuff, to get those currencies as quickly as possible. There is no special way to get extra currency, but I will say, if you do go over here, down to the bottom right and go into the main menu, you go to the agency tab, and you can go look for an agency to join. Now, you can join mine if you so wish. I just started it. But basically, they have 3 different centers you can donate to and upgrade. Now, the only unfortunate thing is that these are limited to literally only 10 people. So you can't abuse it as much as you want to. So if whoever you put into your agency, make sure they're playing. Because if you donate to these, like if you donate to the aid center right here, you'll get contribution points multiplier increase. So the contribution multiplier, this one specifically, is the points you get to actually put back into it. So what you want to do is you want to probably put some into the gym aspect so you can actually have experience points, or you can pop up right here on the contribution center to get more contribution points. I wouldn't say gold is a necessity. Don't bother with gold. Gold is worthless. It's just for random in-game stuff that doesn't matter to characters, because you're not going to get anything out of gold. But it'll keep record of members, records of what you do, and bulletin boards. You know, it's a nice little function, but I wouldn't say it is the best type of guild system I've ever seen. But the gallery is also right here in the main menu. You can only unlock pieces once you have gathered enough points. As you can see at the top right-hand corner, just to unlock all of this, I need 1,000 of that pink one, 1,000 of the green one, and 2,000 of the blue one. That's a lot. You will not unlock this all right away. This will take months for anyone to actually unlock all of this. It'll take literally months. That's not a joke. It'll take months. You just get so very little of it, and as far as I'm aware, nothing in that gallery helps you in any form or way. It's just something to collect and something to do in the game. So, there is also one more thing I kind of want to touch upon, is the login bonuses. So, the login bonuses is every day. At the top right-hand corner, you can see premium 7-day login bonus. If you do this, you can, I'm pretty sure it says for 7 days login, you can spend 100 crystal. That's like $1. I'm gonna do it just for the sake of it. I get 10 roll tickets. 10 roll tickets every single day. So across 7 days, I will get 70 of those for only $1. Now that's pretty good. That's a pretty good deal if you ask me. Personally, I think that's a very good deal. Now, I don't know if everybody will think that's a good thing, but it is something you can definitely do. And with that, we can actually go for the roll here, because now I should have 100? No? I thought I already... That's interesting. Oh, wait, okay, no, it's right here down in the notifications. Remember, you always gotta claim all of those free stuff that you get in your notification banner. Let's go see what we get over on the roll side over here. Got 100, so let's use them. Let's see what we get. And we only got one rare item out of that. And it's a costume. For a character I can't even use. As you can see, that's just kind of what happens. You'll get a lot of costumes, you get a lot of voice packs, you get a lot of random stuff that you cannot use because you don't have the characters. It's very unfortunate. As you can see, I did get some dupes, which do give me these little special red pearls over here, which you can use to unlock more character tokens eventually. But that's the only way you get those red things, is by getting more and more dupes. The higher rarity, the more higher level of those you're going to get and acquire. So now I would have to do this, I would have to do 13 more multis in order to get one of the units. So, as far as gameplay basics go down to, it's a third-person beat-em-up kind of style game. Let's go over here into let's just go into a training mode right here. I'll go ahead and change my character to, I don't know, let's go over to, let's just go over to Midoriya right here. We'll start this real quick. This is just for training purposes. You can, change all of this stuff in here. We don't need to care about this right now. We just want to get in here so we can show how everything looks in the game. And after we go through this, I'll show you a roadmap of things that the developers have said that they are going to be giving to the players as time goes on. They have a roadmap up to 3 seasons, so that means they have the next 6 months planned roughly for the game. But yeah, it's a basic move around, punch, 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 smash, punch, 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 smash. I'm sure there is more basics to it, but at the time of writing, there is not much of a combo system, I would say. Not that I can actually see and feel out. This is the beginning of a match here. You're going to pick a spot on the map to land in. As you can see, they have zones on the map: mountain zone, fire zone, aquatic zone, typhoon zone, collapse zone. I did not mean to even go down there. But wherever the timer ends, wherever you placed your character portrait, that's where you're going to land specifically. Now, you click the left trigger if you're on a controller. I'm using a PlayStation pad. You click on the left control stick to actually run. You right-click to crouch and move around. Let's see here. R2 is your primary quirk. You can aim with the left trigger, and there is auto-aiming feature, so keep that in mind. As you can see, it's like really trying to hold on to it. Yeah, you can see that my camera is just holding on to it. This is not something that is featured on the PC version of the game, so keep that in mind. But as you can see, you just go pop, 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 pop. Some attacks are guiding already initially. Ashida's actual burst kick is going to actually guide. Same thing with Deku's kick, but it's not going to be super strong. As you can see, there are some things that guard break, and once you guard break, people go down. But when they have their guard up... Hold on. Yes, you can climb walls. See how she doesn't, get bursted or broken or anything? She's perfectly fine. But if you guard break while they're guarding, they'll still get stunned and get thrown back. So, that and they have stun lock on them at that point, so you can actually hurt them. There's some characters where they can abuse the fact that they still have their shield up, their guard up, and you won't be able to even stun or hurt them. You can still keep attacking. So just keep that in mind, that some characters can be pretty busted like that. There are different items in the game here. As you can see, there's this yellow... You can pick up random quirks from other characters in the game. Each one has its own specific kind of ability. So you have the reload ability, which, if you pay attention to the quirks on the bottom right here, on Alpha, you see how it has a number on there? 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, gone. There's a little red bar under it. Now, if you grab this reload one, and use that, see how much faster it goes up? So that reload is for that time gauge right there. There is also quirks you can grab to heal all allies, which are the green ones. The blue ones are for speed ups, the red ones are for attack up, and the yellow ones are for defense up. Now keep in mind though, you do sometimes have to equip them. In the case of a character that you're already using, so it's because I picked up Deku's quirk right here, it just levels up his quirk. Whereas if you pick up someone else's, you just get the ability to use it, and it'll be right here in your ability log. Now you have a backpack in this game. You can get bigger backpacks, as you can see right here. There's a small one that will give you 1 extra line of a bag, so that'll put to 9. You can get a medium one, which will get a whole extra line on the side there. And then there's the large bag, which totally increases it to 15. So it gives you a whole extra, 3, 6, 9 extra slots. It's quite a bit of extra. There's these level up cards that can actually level up your quirks. You can choose whichever one you so wish. Pick the ability you can use the most, because these all do have different actual, stamina they take forever to reload. You can see that the R1 ability takes a very long time. Same thing with the L1. I've surmised it to be from top to bottom is level 1, 2, and 3. Those are how quickly they will actually go up. They're very slow. And then, of course, you have your special action, which I cannot use currently because Deku's special action, for whatever reason, is to carry a teammate. It's very weird. Everyone has a special technique they can use. But there is also support drinks that restore HP and guard to all your allies. And there is increase a quirk skill for all your allies as well. Now, how that one works, I actually do not know. Okay, so yeah, everyone's quirk, once you activate that one, just increases each one of their quirks up by 1 whole level. So that's a very good item right there. And it's very quick to consume as well. But if you grab, like, say, this one right here, it takes a long time to actually drink that whole thing. That you are stuck right there, and you could actually get caught. Now, if you use the... Okay, hold on a sec. Let me grab one that I can actually drink here. So if you grab a low-level one, small drink, notice how much quicker it is to drink that and be done and over with. So the more it recovers, the longer it's going to take to consume that item. So, I think that's going to be it for here on the gameplay side. Otherwise, it's a general battle royale. You're going to get KOs. Once you KO someone, they will die and they'll leave behind a card that you can grab. There is the ability to revive as well. Reviving requires that you actually get an item that will... you have to collect 3 of the item. It's like a KO card to be able to revive the ally. So keep that in mind. If someone dies, you have to collect this grayed out KO revive card in order to revive them. There are a select few certain amount of allies that can actually heal you or revive you, but they are very far and in between. It's not a normal ability by any means. So let's get out of training. Let's get out of there. Now let me pull up this. So we do have a couple things that we'll be going through. The developers have already talked about. There's a special login bonus that you saw on the screen. This special login bonus, for every day that you log in, you get all of these. 100 tickets, that's a free multi right there, by the way. And then you get 150 paid tickets, you get a little costume, 300 paid currency, you get an emote for Mount Lady, 30 more summon tickets, which is just 3 singles, and then I think that's Shigaraki's jacket. I could be wrong on that. After which, we also do have Twitch drops that people can get. I have heard a lot of issues with the Twitch drops. I do not believe that Twitch drops are working properly right now. Maybe at the time of you watching this video they're fixed, but this does last until October 11th, so take your time on going to grab those. They do plan to give new stuff for each season, more characters, you'll get more rental tickets to be able to try out the characters, of course. New battle passes, of course. The update shop, the gacha shop, will update 4 times throughout each season. So, because I think it's like 100 days or 90 days or something like that, it's going to update in intervals of like 2 to 3 weeks. It looks like the next week we'll have Ishida and... yeah, it's going to have some interesting costumes to go through. And we're going to have only 3 events, so I'm going to assume like every 3 or so weeks for that. And then this season has these characters as the new characters, and we'll get one more, maybe Genist. I can't tell what that character will be. But each season will have new stuff that they're trying to implement from the looks of it. And then there is a starter pack you can get, at least on PlayStation. I don't know if it's on Xbox or PC, but these are here. If you get the starter pack, it is $30. It does give you the Pro License Season 1. And then it gives you 40 poll tickets, which is not a lot, unfortunately. I can't tell if that's 40 tickets or 40 multis. I'm assuming it's just 40 tickets, not 40 rolls or polls. Because if it was 40 rolls, that's 4 multi-summons, which would be an amazing thing. Gives you a background, it gives you a screen effect for a hologram effect, kind of like an old school type of card. Gives you some emotes and 2 costume tracks for both Uraraka and Midoriya. But yeah, there is a couple things I'd like to throw in here, thanks to the Reddit. Before you spend any money, you will get enough of the hero currency to actually unlock the season pass if you so choose. You get a total of 7,000 from the entire event right now, so you can definitely get the season pass. You just have to be patient, hold on to your hero crystals, and wait for it. There is also a bunch of characters that have been leaked to be joining the roster, like Shota, All For One, Endeavor, Twice, Shinzo, Mike, Nijiri, Overhaul, a whole bunch of characters that are going to be joining the fray here. And King of Chaos has already made kind of like a tier list. I wouldn't put much stock or value into this right now. The game literally just came out. You can't really be giving a tier list. I mean, if he spent hundreds of dollars and has already been playing for literally 48 hours straight, sure, I'm sure he has a general idea of how good these characters are. I will say at the top of the leaderboards, freaking Bakugo is at the top there. Mount Lady is not, though. Shota is... she is the very dead end of the season pass, so most people are not going to have her. Mount Lady is the only free unit on this list that's probably a top tier, other than Midoriya. So those are probably the main choices I would say for new players to choose. Notice he does not actually have, he doesn't have, I cannot remember her name for whatever reason right now. I'll get it on the screen in just a second here. He does not actually mention Ibarra right here. Ibarra is actually a very decent unit. She does increase the recovery effects. She does have the ability to also revive a downed ally with her special action, which is very good. It means you don't need to pick up an item for it. And she has one of the higher stats in the game. She has 400 HP. All of her attacks are poking abilities. So she's always safe. She binds enemies. She does extra attacks. I mean, she's very good. She's a very good unit. I would say if you're going to actually... if you do get the pity system, grab Ibarra. I think she'll be very useful in the future. I think she'd be a very good unit to go for. And just as a last thing to note, every character has different kinds of HP, as you can see here. We got 300 for Cementos, you got 350 for Mount Lady, Ibarra's got 400, and Uraraka only has 250. So that's something to keep in mind. Everyone has different HP stats. Keep that in mind. But anyways, I think that's going to be about it for the video. I hope it helped anyone out if they had any questions about the game. It's a lot to go through. It's a lot to go through. Go slow. Don't spend a bunch of your currency or the in-game currency. Don't spend it too quickly. You know, just wait it out. Grab what you can slowly. You know, figure it out as you go. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and have a good day and a good night.